Alright folks, we are back once again this great Wednesday night with Up Super Series. As always, I am Charles bringing you this race here tonight. Usually have Robert beside us, but we got Bradley here from the One Up Super Series. So Bradley, how are you doing tonight?
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here, excited to call some exciting racing action here tonight at Eldora. I mean, Eldora is one of those tracks that's going to put on a great racing, so it's going to be exciting to watch, and I'm excited to be up here with you to call the action.
Yeah, tonight they're going to get a treat. They don't have to listen to me all race. You're going to be hearing more of Bradley. I'll be taking over more of the cameras tonight, so be looking forward to that. We'll also be see if our top three can finish. Last week we had, I think Diaz was the guy that finished first. Yeah, Philip Diaz, Tyler Hudson, and Bryce Fauntleroy. So we'll definitely be watching them for this 100-lap race. That it's for $100. So, what do you think is going through their mind right now, Bradley, for $100 on the line?
Well, you don't really get this type of money in a iRacing event, so this is a big money race. The points wrapped up last week. Diaz won the race, but Tyler Hudson took home the points championship. As far as Eldora, they raced here earlier this year. Tyler Hudson won that race too, so I mean, he's gotta be the odds-on favorite. So it's gonna be a good race. It's gonna be exciting to see. He doesn't have to start at the rear because it's not a points race. It's gonna be exciting to watch.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, especially with the new update. I know some people have seen a little smoke, and we'll see if that plays a factor into it tonight. Making it a little hard to see, but in my opinion, I think it brings out just the pro level of these drivers. How with dust and smoke and everything, they can still manage to drive around this track and at incredible speeds, I might add.
Well, I was in that race last week at Williams Grove right after the update came out in the smoke. It was pretty rough to see whenever you're sliding through the corners. A dirt car, you have to enter it a little different than you do on asphalt. Dirt, you have to slide it, and you just kind of, once you enter the corner, you're set where you're going. And with all that smoke, it makes it hard to see. And if somebody checks up, somebody's going to run into somebody. It's just, it makes it very difficult. But this race here at Eldora, there's a lot of room. I mean, the track will get slick. It will get some smoke going once they get to the high side. But you got a bottom groove too there that. It'll make drivers a lot easier to make some passes. You're going to see a lot of slide jobs. It's definitely going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking as I was sitting here watching a couple of these drivers go around. It seems like a lot of them like the High Line. I personally have only been in these a handful of times, but it seems a lot of them like the High Line. But you can see some good racing on that bottom line. Especially coming out of turn 4, you'll have them come from the bottom and the top, and they're almost dead even when they come across the line.
Yeah, this race is going to be fun to watch. You're going to start according to how the track gets wore in, how these cars are doing. From what I can see, that the track is going to carry over from practice to qualifying the race. It looks like the bottom groove is going to be the initial fastest. Then it looks like they'll probably move to the top, and then it's going to go, once that top gets wore out, you're going to be able to use the top, you're going to be able to use the bottom, you might even be able to use the middle. They're just going to be searching for grip the whole race, and you're going to have all types of different lines throughout the race.
And talking about the skill level it takes to drive in here, I'm sitting here just looking through the class of these drivers, and our lowest class in here is a C class 2.47. Other than that, we have 2 Bs, and everybody else in here is an A class or a Pro class driver. So that just shows you the level of competition that's here tonight, running for $100. Because whether they opt to get the PayPal money or iRacing credit, it's still a big chunk of money. I know I was just looking through iRacing today, and they actually released a 25% off, I believe it was. So that $100 go a long way for your year membership on here.
Yeah, I was just reading that today. It's 25% off of your membership, whatever you try to. And I actually need to renew my membership. Mine goes out at the end of this month, so perfect opportunity to me to go ahead and instead of paying $100 for a yearly subscription, I'm gonna only have to wind up paying, I think it's $80 for my yearly subscription after taxes and all. So it's a heck of a deal going on right now. If you're up for to renew your subscription, or I mean, even if you don't have to renew it for a while, I mean, it's a good opportunity to go ahead and get that now. And if you're new to iRacing, it's another perfect opportunity to get that taken care of too. What to mention one thing about the dirt? To mention, you was talking about the I ratings and the skill level of the drivers in this room. What's cool about the entry of dirt into iRacing is that it kind of throws all of that out the window. Sure, these B level, C levels, especially these A level drivers, they know what they're doing. But I've raced some of these dirt for fun races, and there's some rookies in here throwing down, showing some real speed at these tracks, they know what they're doing. It just shows you that dirt is different than asphalt, and just because you might not have been good at asphalt doesn't mean you won't be good at dirt, because there's a lot of drivers that are really good at dirt. It is just fun to race, and it is fun to race against these guys, and it's just non-stop fun.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and it looks like they just advanced it into qualifying. So with that being said, we'll take a look and see who's going to get the pole for tonight. Based on that smoke, I have a feeling that clean air and nobody being in front of you is going to be a good place to be out of these 20 cars here tonight.
Yeah, up front, I mean, any type of short track racing, being up front is where you want to be, especially starting up front. I mean, dirt, it's hard to pass. You got to be patient. Here's a little bit easier, but you're taking a chance when you pass at Eldora, because really the only way to pass is to pull that slide job, and you pull that slide job on the wrong person, you might wound up in the wall before it's said and over with. So
Yeah, some
it's
people they're not very forgiving. Sometimes they'll back off and let you in. Sometimes you're going to end up nose first in the fence.
well, I mean, most of these drivers they're fairly consistent. As I haven't really seen anybody run over anybody on purpose. It's the skill level's there. It's just you're working through a computer. You're working through, it's a simulator, and you're having to simulate it. You have to get used to the simulation, and it's hard to predict as it is in real life. So you just have to be careful about the skill level of that driver behind you when you're coming up in front. You got to know that they're going to be able to back it off, or they can hold that line. You got to know who you're racing against.
And being on a simulator is while it is a simulator, it's supposed to simulate the real thing. It's totally different in some aspects, like the fact that some people may have one monitor, some have three, some have virtual reality going on in here. So everybody's racing on a different thing. You don't know if they can really see besides you good. The all those factors come into play in a simulator that you don't necessarily have in real life. So it kind of adds a more different element, but still racing element to it.
Yeah, I mean I've I've got friends that I have a three monitor setup. I can look out the right side of my car. I can look out the left side of my car. It's fairly easy. It's a nice setup. I would recommend it for anybody new coming into iRacing. That's their goal that they want to get to, is a three monitor setup. But I have friends on here that they still race with one monitor, and They said it is tough on this dirt. You can't see out the left, you can't see out the right. You're looking straight forward, and when you go through these turns sideways, you're looking at the inside wall. You don't know where you're coming out of the corner. You don't know where you're entering the corner. It makes it tough.
Yeah, I can definitely vouch for that one. The little bit of time I've done these cars a little bit. I've spent more time in the 410 wing sprints, but even in those, you can't see anything. When you're looking with one monitor, besides you, it's pretty much done. You can't see anything out there. Think of add that with the dust from a dry track out there. It makes really interesting racing, especially here for the stream tonight. So I'm just looking forward to this race because it's not a points race. They got 100 reasons to win this race tonight. So
Yeah, this is gonna be an intense race, and the closer it gets to the end, the more intense it's gonna get. But I mean, there's $100 on the line, but I'm sure these drivers, they want to win just as bad as they want the $100. The $100 is gonna be after the fact. They're going after the win more than anything right now.
yeah, and perfect timing. With that being said, we have about 50 seconds left here in qualifying, so we will jump to our national anthem, and we will be right back with the grid.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we are back. As we said, we will get to the grid real fast to let you know who's starting where. We have on row 1 is going to be Philip Neese with Dustin McGrew. Row 2 is going to be Christian with Gabe Glatfelter. Row 3 is going to hold Andrew Ingles and Ryan Lewis. Row 4 is going to hold Jason Wood and Carson Poe. Row 5, Joshua Lawton and Chase Washington. Row 6 will be Adam Apple and Philip Diaz. We'll keep an eye out for Philip as he was last week's winner. James Passmore and Tyler Hudson, another favorite driver here to possibly win this race, are going to be in row 7. Row 8 is TJ Bassfield and Steve Ritter. Row 9 will have Jason Miller and Justin Fuller. And row 10 is going to be Jason Freeman and Travis. Row 11 is going to have... Oh, well, that is it, folks. Sorry about that. We're getting into our admins of the race there that are also in here. That will round up your field as we are very shortly from going green.
Looks like Travis Sullenberger is gonna start, and it looks like Samuel Roush is gonna get his first start of
Oh, they are starting? Well, my bad about sorry that
I don't think he may qualify, but he's going to get his first start. He's been adminning, so we're going to see if he's going to take the green flag and actually make an attempt here, or how that's going to go.
It'll be interesting to see them for their first race. Usually, I believe they admin the race. So, hey, everyone wants to get that $100.
Yeah, Travis has been out broken hand, so this is his first race back, I think, since he broke his hand. So here we go.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Philip
that.
Nice on the pole. And the race is off. And they're going. Here they go. The 24 car is going to take the high line. Nice on the bottom in the 42. 24 Dustin McGrew is going to hold it off, and it looks like he's going to take the lead on the backstretch. 3 wide down third row inside. 78 of Christian Challoner there. He's in the third place. 28 car of Gabe Gatford's in fourth. Oh, and there's somebody's off the wall back there. We'll have to go and look. It looked like the 42 of Philip Nice. It looked like the 42 of Philip Nice had just passed the leader there. We'll go back and see what happened to that caution.
Let's see here. I know the 14 of Carson Post somehow got involved in this. Oh yeah, it was the 60, 33, and the 14. There was a big little shuffle there. They just bottled up, it looks like, at the bottom and pushed up to the top of the track and involved a couple of more people along the way.
Looked like the 40 car of Joshua Lofton and the 33 of Andrew Ingles got into it. That's what kind of started that whole melee. 33 might have been coming a little low.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Andrew seems to get caught in just about every wreck on the track. He's got a pretty good run of bad luck going on right now.
Yeah, that's racing. You run through streaks of bad luck. I mean, there's streaks of good luck, but man, those streaks of bad luck, they're rough, especially when you're running official, because I mean, it's hard to gain that I rating, but it's easy to lose it. That's the same with points racing, which tonight there is just a cash race, so it's even tougher whenever you get into some damage this early in the race. Hopefully they can get it repaired and get it ready to go.
Yeah, I know, like I said, he's been practicing a lot. He was in a practice lobby today. He really wants that $100. That man, he really just wants to win. Just to say he's won against this top-notch drivers list.
And they're back green. Dustin McGrew got a good jump, but he got into the wall in turn 1. But he was able to save it and get it going. He's still out in the lead. 42 of Philip Nice still second. 78 of Christian Challoner still running third. 28 of Gabe Glattfelter still there. And 72 of Jason Wood round out the top 5 for now. 28 car of Glattfelter is pressuring Challoner right now. He's on the inside, Challoner on the outside. They're battling. That's our best battle on the track right now.
The 40 almost spun it around up there, but Joshua Watson was safe.
That allowed the 83 of Adam Apple to get. Adam is a good driver to keep an eye on tonight. He's super fast. He's had some bad luck in some of these races throughout the year, but he's going to be one to keep an eye on throughout this race. He's got some speed in that car, and he's a good driver. Right now he's running the bottom. He's trying to make up some time, and it looks like he's catching the 72 of Jason Wood. He might be there in a few laps.
Yeah, why did you say that the 72 actually hit the wall?
It looks like the 28 of Gabe Glattenbetter got around the 42 of Philip Nice. He's falling back to 4th as Challoner gets around him too.
And just as you were talking about Adam, he did catch that 72.
Looks like that inside line showing some grip here at the beginning of the race. And like the top, looks like the leader's got there. Christian Challenger's now using it. He's catching the 28. The bottom line looks like it's coming in.
And as we were talking about earlier, it's less dusty down there, it looks like, too.
And the 72, Jason Wood's there in the wall, but there's a caution back here. Looks like that happened over in turn 3. There's 3 cars against the bottom of the wall right now.
Not sure who got involved in that one, but I do see Carson Poe in that 14 machine is on pit road, so not sure if he was involved or just decided to put in and get some damage repaired.
It looks like the 51 of Justin Fuller. He was riding up against the wall. He was having a hard time of coming off the wall there, turn 2, and he came off the wall, and the 14 car of Carson Poe was right under him, and they just piled up as those two.
I was watching, we just went to replay, the 20 barely squeezed through there. I'm not sure if he got a whole lot of damage or not. He definitely was threading the needle between the wall and the wreck there, though.
It looks like he might have a little damage, but that's nothing to worry about here in this dirt track.
We got about, we're going to be going green on about lap 17, I believe. There, that will be our second caution of the night for 6 laps. Still 84 laps to go here, so still a awesome amount of laps to run for some really good green flag racing. And once they settle down, it'll be a lot of green flag laps here coming very shortly.
Yeah, they just got to get these pre-race jitters out of the way. Once they get going, it's going to be some good, long, like green flag racing. And they're green. Here's 24, gets a good jump again. 28's in second. Challenger, the 78 of Challenger's in third.
Seemed to hit the wall there one more time and allowed Adam to get by him.
Yeah, he's falling back, and 40 gets a little squirrely. 33's gonna clear him. 60 car dives it in real deep, Ryan Lewis, but 40's gonna maintain. He's gonna go after the 33 car now of Andrew Ingles, and we got a good battle back here for 6th place.
On that Philip Diaz in the 9 machine, he's picking him off, working his way up now.
He qualified 12th. He fell back a little bit, but he's back up to 10th now. He's trying to get a move there going forward. It seems like these cars were trying to run the top. There's just not enough grip. They keep running into the wall. This 40 car, oh, the 60 gets into the 40. He seems to have saved it. There's cars coming. 38 has to check up. Now 26 checks up, and 60's back going again. Oh, it looks like they all escaped damage right there.
Yeah, so the 33 got in, just tagged him just a hair. No damage done. He's back underway right in front of him still.
That 72 car. It looks like the 83 of Adam Apple's trying to get around the 72, or the 72 is trying to get around the 83, that is. Oh, and they hit. Oh, and around goes the 72. Oh, man.
And that will bring up the caution, too. But it looked like we had a little nat code there as they were hooked into each other.
The 72 went low and got under the 83 of Adam Apple. And going into 1, it looks like the 72 just got in a little too hard. Adam took the middle line instead of the high line. I don't know if the 72 of Jason Wood expected Adam to be there or not, but he just drifted on up and wound up getting spun around.
Yeah, we'll give him the 72 props. He turned it right around and hit the gas and never missed the beat. So impressive little spin there.
Looked like they was about to get going. It's just This dirt racing is tough. It's tough to race in packs like these. These cars, they're hard to drive. They're fun to drive. They're easy to drive, but they are hard to drive fast. And that's where we're at in this room. Is we've got a bunch of guys that they're fast, which makes it hard to drive fast. And everybody's trying to use up every bit of that car, every bit of the track that they can use. Because, I mean, it's hard to pass. You got to get up front. You got to stay up front. I mean, the 24 car here of Dustin McGrew, once he got to the lead, he hasn't looked back. And you see the 42 of Philip Neese, he fell back a little bit. Now he's fallen back to fourth. He looks like he's trying to maintain a little bit. He might be able to get back, but they're pushing so hard that it's just hard to keep control. And they're going green right here, and 24 gets a good jump. 28, Glatfeller. Oh, he's going to try to take it to the inside, but can't complete the pass.
That 28, he's on that lead bad.
He's digging for it. The 83 car of Adam Apple, he's still digging, trying to get around the 42 of Philip Neese. He's trying to inside. There comes the 40 car of Josh Lofton. He's still digging hard. They're getting some good runs on entry. It's just hard to get that grip on exit. They're racing hard right now on lap 29, coming to 30.
Up there at the front, we may have a three-way battle for the lead here shortly.
Yeah, it looks like Gabe is catching Dustin McGrew there, and Christian Challoner, he's right there with him. They're trying to get a good run going here. That 28 car is getting right on the bumper of Dustin McGrew. Dustin will take it high into turn 3 as Gabe will go low, and they're off, and they'll do the same thing coming back into turn 1 and 2. Christian's just sitting there following, waiting for one of them to make a mistake.
Yeah, and that is a lot of it on here too, is biding your time and waiting for something like that to happen right there.
Oh, 28 tried to do a slide job, and Dustin had to check up a little bit, and he's going to check up a lot because he's in the wall in turn 2, and that's going to allow Christian Challoner to get by him. Christian Challoner to second place.
We promised some awesome racing legs here, and they're not holding back. They're delivering perfect.
The 24 car there was leading a lot of the race. He fell back to third, and as we were talking about that, the 83 car of Adam Apple, he's up to fourth place as he passed the 42 car of Philip Neese. 40 car of Josh Lofton's in the wall in 3.
That car is taking a beating, but he's still driving the wheels off of it.
Yeah, these super late models, they can take a beating, and that's why they're so fun to race. They can take a beating. Those sprint cars, they're okay because you're full throttle all the time, but these late models, you can beat, bang, and smash, and just do what you want to do. And as we're talking, 78, Chris Challoner is going to take the lead over the 28 of Dave Glatfeller.
Yeah, I know just from talking to him, he is be super excited if he can pull this win off.
Yeah, Christian, one of the peak drivers in our field. He raced last night at Pocono, got into a little bad luck there at the end of the race. He had him a top 10 run going last night. Bad luck at the end caused him to fall back in the field, but he's trying to rebound tonight on the dirt.
He's doing a great job at it right now. He's taking the lead, and 28 is not even being able to come anywhere near him now. He's actually looks like he's pulling away from him.
Yeah, he seems to be pulling away. If you look shortly in front of him, you'll see Samuel Roush and Jason Miller. They're about to get lapped here on the track. Both of them, coincidentally, are on his team. Jason Miller is is Christian Challoner's crew chief there in the Peak Series. Samuel Roush is the strategist for this 78 here, and we're under yellow.
Yeah, it looks like the 20. Not sure if he just dove it in there too hard or what happened, but I have to see him on the wall. Oh, the 37 just took it in a little too hard into the corner, got sideways, and the 20 hit him. So it doesn't look like too much damage done to either one of them cars, though.
Yeah, it looks like the 37 of DJ Bradsfield just got in a little too hard. Had it sideways, and the 20 of Jason Freeman there just couldn't quite check up fast enough, and they wound up turning each other around. And caution, it did look like there was a lot of damage to him. Freeman's going to lose a lap there. Couldn't get going back in time, but looks like both cars make it away unscathed for the most part.
It'd be interesting to see here. Both the 28 and the 24 have had really good restarts, so we'll see if Christian can continue the trend of having good restart as the leader of the race.
Yeah, one thing on dirt is there's a lot of tire spin. That's one thing we talk about on asphalt is if you get tire spin on asphalt, your car is going to spin. These dirt cars, they're used to it, so you can usually grip and go, but there is some snap to it. You just have to be careful. You're usually flat putting it out of the gates, and it makes the restarts for a leader fairly easy. It's on back in the field. Coming out of these corners, you got to be careful that you don't hit the wall coming out of the corner.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to hit the wall. The wall is not your friend here.
As the truck goes in, and we're back under green. 78's going to get a good jump. 28 right behind. Everybody looks single file for the most part in the top 10.
Back in. 42.
Oh, 42 is going to hit the wall. The 9's going to run into him. The 40's going to run, and we got a big mess over here in turn 4.
There's going to be some sheet metal torn up after that wreck. Go back and watch that real fast. Sure, what? Yeah, the 9 just tagged the 42 and involved the 40, the 72, the 38. 37 just barely tags the hole trying to avoid it, so at least 6 cars involved in that.
Yeah, it looked like the 9 of Philip Diaz just pushed it a little too hard. The 42 of Philip Neese might have got a little sideways, but the 9 wound up running him over. The 40 car of Joshua Lofton got into the 9, and the 38 of Chase Washington was trying to dig on the inside. And with all of that happening, it just turned into a melee. The 72 car of Jason Wood was involved with it. He was actually the only car that went around, I think. Well, no, the 42 went around also.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest incident we've had tonight. So, I mean, a few cautions, but fairly clean. Just people spinning and tagging the wall and turning around. Nothing major here.
Well, that is one thing I wish I could say as far as iRacing trying to, and they've got a really good format of what they do and how they do these cars. I'd like to see a little more damage. I mean, these cars are going to bump and bang all night long. I mean, accidents like that. I mean, it's hard to say if you nose a car how much damage it takes to break something, but there's just. It's too easy to run over somebody, but be able to keep going.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
And the pace truck is in, and they were green again. The 78 car is going to get a good jump. It looks like the first 5, 6, 10 cars get good jumps. I see some smoke coming off that 78 car as he went through turn 1. So it looks like the track might be drying out a little bit. We're getting some smoke. 28 car diving it hard into 3. He's not going to be able to complete the pass, but he is trying to dig. He's trying to get that spot through the middle lane. The 83 is digging of Adam Apple. He's trying to get to the 24 car of Dustin McGrew. As they somewhat seem to be single file here. The 33 car actually of Andrew Ingles. He's the only one that looked to be looking for the bottom, but he seems to stay high. It looks like Challoner's in the wall up front. He's going to lose the lead and maybe more.
And while he's losing the lead, I just happened to notice too, looks like Tyler Hudson may have disconnected or lost connection or something. He is not showing on the track anymore.
Yeah, he was one of the favorites here. He went MIA. He's 3 laps down now. We'll have to see if he connects back. And it looks like the 28 car's in the wall. Challenger, the 78's in here. The 24, Dustin McGrew, back to the lead. Look at this, 3 wide now for the lead. The 28 car, the 83 of Adam Apple, there he is. I told you he was going to get up there. Now he's bumping with the 28, and the 40 car, Josh Lofton's in there. He's going to take over 3rd. 83 is going to battle back as they go into turn 1. The battle right now, the position for 3rd place. This is heating up. 28 car, he's in the wall. He's going to back up. He's backed up to 6th place now. As the 60 car of Ryan Lewis is going to pass the 28 of Gabe Glatfelter. They're going to bump. The 26 is going to get in there, and now we got a caution out.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple of cars spinning around back here with the 20 car Jason Freeman. It looks like 38 of Chase Lyons. We'll look back and see what happened.
Let's see what Chase was. He was having him a pretty good race there for a while. It looks like he got into the back of the 66 car of Travis Sullenberger. Travis is moving on up. He started back there in the back, but the 38 of Chase gets into him, and that caught a pile up in the middle of 3 and 4.
It seems to be a little trend here tonight. The big wrecks are happening in 3 and 4, so I wonder if it's getting real dusty over there and being hard to see. Typically, I know last time we visited here, turn 1 and 2 seemed to be the little problem child area, but they have switched on us for this race.
Yeah, it could be something to keep an eye on. I mean, these races restart off of 4. The field, it goes back through 3 and 4, so when these cars slam on the gas and spin those tires, we might be tightening up the track in 3 and 4 and causing a slight difference of feel as they're going through the corners.
Yeah, and we'll sit here. We are just over halfway. Looking at Dustin has led 20 or 37 laps. Christian's led 15. Gabe has led 6. So we've only had 4 lead changes this entire race.
Yeah, we are seeing some great racing up front as the pace car comes in. 24 Dustin McGrew is going to bring him back to the green flag, and he gets a heck of a jump. I'm starting to see a lot of smoke come off these cars now as this track is drying up. 40 car, he's up into the wall. The 83 of Adam Apple, he's pressing for this 3rd place. They're battling for 3rd right now. The 60 car of Ryan Lewis is up there now. And the 24 of Dustin McGrew's in the wall. That's going to give the lead back to the 78 of Christian Challoner. And 24's in the wall again. He's still trying to recover. He's falling back to, I think, 6th place now. He's going to push hard up over the 28. They are digging hard right now. It is getting smoky. It is getting dusty. The 78 of Christian Challoner looks like he's gained he's over a second to the lead now, as Joshua Lofton in the 40 and Adam Apple in the 83 are battling for 2nd place.
Turn 1 is just a total smoke fest right now. There's a ton of smoke in there.
This track, it's starting to slick off. It's starting to get hard to drive, and it is creating some great racing right now. I'm looking at the 33 car right here. Him and the 33 of Andrew Ingles and the 9 of Philip Diaz. They are battling. So the 33 is on the inside, and the 9 of Diaz is going to make the pass high on the outside.
And right in front of them, the 24 is falling all the way to 6 for leading this race.
And if you look up to the front, the 83 of Adam Apple's trying to make a move on the 40. The 40 gets into the wall. Adam Apple is going to take over 2nd place, but the 40 car of Josh Lofton, he wanted to make a move, but he's going to settle right there in the 3rd, which that's going to cause problems for the 60 car, which is going to let the 28 get side by side. Now we have a battle for 4th place. And Josh Lofton's in the wall again, and that's going to create, the 24 gets into the 60. Everybody's clear, but oh man, they are beating and banging. They are racing.
That $100 has been reach of a lot of these drivers right now.
Christian Challoner still continuing to pull away. He's got a 2-second lead over Adam Apple in the 83. As the battle right now is for 3rd place is the 28 of Gabe Glatfelter's on the inside of the 40 car of Josh Lofton. He's going to take that position coming out of 4th to 3rd place.
And right now, these battles going on are Christian's best friend. They're battling, and he's just pulling away from them.
Yeah, he likes seeing these cars battling for third place. Adam Apple though in second, he might be catching them a little bit. Well, it looked like he lost another tenth that lap. Challenger is pulling away.
Yeah, he was gained from 2.1 seconds to 2.3 seconds for Adam. The real question here right now is, Christian, are these lap cars going to play any factor into it?
Well, I mean, that's one thing about dirt is that you do not want to go a lap down because it is hard to get those laps back. There's no free passes. There's no wave arounds. Once you lap, you are lapped. So these cars that are lap down, they're going to be battling hard to maintain on the lead lap. So the closer he gets to up the field of lapping cars, the harder they're going to battle. The easier that's going to make it for second, third, fourth on back to catch the leader here.
Yeah, just saying that, 38. That's where is that?
Chase Washington.
Yeah, Chase Washington just went a lap down after screaming.
Well, that looked like that was the 13 of Sammy Rouse. Chase is already backed out of the race, but it looks like Christian's already catching the field. He's already put Sammy Rouse a lap down. He has it. Oh, that's Tyler Hudson's back in the race.
Oh, yeah, he is 9 laps down. But he's back.
But just above, or just ahead of Tyler is Jason Miller. He's now the last car on the lead lap, so he's going to be pressing to maintain that.
Yeah, he's definitely up to over a 3 second lead over second.
Right now, it looks like he's wanting this race to stay green. There's only 21 laps remaining. Man, these laps are going by fast as we are getting some green flags. Some great green flag racing.
Definitely pulling away. I mean, every 2 laps he's gained to 4.266 seconds over second. So he is definitely pulling away.
Looking here at the 20 car of Jason Freeman, he's 2 laps down, but he is doing a good job of giving these light lap cars a lot of room to fight. I mean, and we're looking at the battle right now of the 66 of Travis Sullenberger, the 33 of Andrew Ingles. Travis passed him on the inside. There's a little bit of passing. These cars are starting to spread out a little bit, but there is still some good battles going on through the field.
Yeah, and 2033 both right there just had been caught up in some other people's incidents tonight, so.
Yeah, I'm watching here in the battle for third. Philip Diaz in the 9, the 28 of Gabe Blackfelter. They're still going at it. They are battling Felter into the wall, but the Diaz is coming back, and they are putting on a show right now for third place. That's the final cutoff for the money spot. So they are battling hard for that position. The 40 of Joshua Lofton, he's trying to get up in it. They are battling hard right now.
And just noticed too, the last couple of laps, Adams actually cut into Christian's lead by over a second.
There's 15 laps remaining. It's Adams going to need some help, but he's showing some speed. He looks like he's getting in his rhythm. He looks like he's finding his stride. He may need a caution. He's going to have to pick it up. He's going to have to start gaining at least 2 or 3 tenths a lap here. I don't see that happening. The battle right now is for third place as Philip Diaz and Gabe Blackfelter. They are still battling hard. They are trying to get in that final money position.
Yeah, that's. I really do, man. I agree. I think Philip.
Oh, and they're around, and the leader is around. I was just about to bring up the leader, and there was the help that Adam Apple needed as lap cars battling. I said that they wasn't going to make it easy on the leader, and the lap cars wound up getting into each other, or they were tail end of the lead lap getting into each other as the leader, Christian Challenger, was trying to get around them, and around goes Challenger. And
yeah, it looked like the 26 of Passmore got the 20 spun around and just barely collected Christian when he spun around. That is extremely unfortunate for Christian. Of course, Adam's probably cheering in his car right now, but he won't be cheering too much because I believe those two are teammates. So.
Yeah, but I mean, when it comes down to $100, when it comes down to winning a race, there is no such thing as teammates there at the end.
Yeah.
You got to dig for what you can dig for and get what you can get. Apologize after the race if you need to.
Yeah, and
But what an unfortunate event right there. Christian 78 car, Tristan Challoner, he was dominating, he was walking away. He was about to win this $100, and the 73, Jason Miller, he went low. The 26 of James Passmore just went in a little too hard. The 20 car there of Jason Freeman let up a little too much, and
it looks like we're going to have about 9 laps to go when we go green.
it's going to be a 9-lap shootout. They're going to go green on lap 92. There's still room for cautions, but Adam Apple, here's his chance. He got it. And here we go. Green flag. He's going to get a great jump. Christian Challoner is about 4 car lengths behind. As they go into turn 1, smoke flying everywhere. The 28 of Gabe Gladfelder is going to take it to the inside of the 9. They're coming off side by side for third. 28 is going to try to go for second now. He's side by side with Christian Challoner for second as they're going into turn 1. He's going to complete the pass there. 28 car of Gabe Gladfelder second. Challoner's going to fall back to third, now to fourth as they're coming into turn 3. The 9 car of Diaz is going to take it to the inside. 28, 78 on the high side. The 72 car there of Jason Wood is also in the mix, all battling, trying for that runner-up spot. Adam Apple's walking away now in the leader. Everybody else is going to need help now. Here we go now, 6 laps to go. 28 car, he's going to check up a little bit. That's going to let the 9 there. We've got an amazing battle here for second place. The 9 car is going to try to do a side job on it. He can't quite complete the path. The 78 is going to drive hard on the outside of the 72. Challoner now to the inside of the 28, to the inside of the 72, and he's going to pass both cars. 78 to third place. It looks like, we got the 72 car into the wall. It looks like the battle right now is between the 9, the 78, and the 24 for second, third, and fourth. 78 drives it real hard down to the bottom. They're coming 2 to go, 3 to go right now. Adam Apple takes the 3 to go. 78's here. 78's going to... he's still hanging in there. Right now it looks pretty clean. Adam Apple in the 83, 2 laps away from victory lane. The 9 car, Philip Diaz, he's in second, just a little bit ahead of the 78 of Christian Challoner, running in third.
They are putting on a show these final laps.
Man, what heartbreak for Christian Challoner. He is digging everything he's got to catch the 9 cars. The white flag. Adam Apple's going to take it into 1. Challoner's going to rail it into 2, coming off of 2. He's trying to get to that bumper of the 9 car. Here he comes, Adam Apple coming out of turn 4. He's going to take the victory, the $100. He is going to win the Eldora 100.
What a battle for second. Oh, even first for so long they were battling up there. That was definitely the race that everyone expected that to be.
What a great race to a great season. Heartbreak for Christian Challoner once again. But Adam Apple, I said during that long green flag run, he needed a little bit of help. He got that help, and he took it and got the victory.
It looks like Adam's going to take a victory lap real fast and celebrate.
What's some good racing we got?
That was. Are you gonna
awesome. You gonna go through the field, or you want me to go down the?
awesome.
What do you want me to do?
That was awesome. That was. 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 That If you want to go through the field, we'll let everyone know where everybody finished.
Well, we had Adam Apple with the getting the victory in first place. Philip, the 9 car Philip Diaz coming in second. The 78 car Christian Challenger, he fell back to third there. The 28 of Gabe Glatfelcher finishing fourth, and the 72 car of Jason Wood completes the top 5. Give a shout out to Travis Sullenberger there in the 66, coming up in sixth place. After a broken hand, and what a performance tonight. He qualified 20th and brought that up to 6th. What a great race. Andrew Ingles in the 33, he finished 7th. Ryan Lewis in the 60, he is 8th. The 42 car, Philip Neese, he fell back to 9th. The 73 car of Jason Miller, your final car in the lead lap, and he completes the top 10.
All right, folks, there are your top 10. We are going to take a short break to go round up these top 3 drivers to do driver interviews, and we will be right back. All right, folks, we are back with we got Christian and Adam here. Seem to have lost Diaz as he may be packed up in the hauler and headed out already, but hopefully maybe we can get him later on. Christian, definitely a outstanding finish. Third place, led just 42 laps of this race, and just right there at the end, it didn't work out for you, but You had to be just driving that car to death because it sure looked like it there at the end.
Yeah, I pretty much just had it right up on the wall, just completely flat out the whole time. Um, I felt like with about 30 to go, probably had it because I had a pretty big gap to Adam. I didn't think he was going to run me down. He was lapping about the same as me, I think, but I don't think he would have had the time to get to me. And then I sort of came up on the back of the field there, and I knew it would be tough to move through, and I thought I was going to be clear, and then I guess I just got collected, but
Yeah,
it happens.
yeah, we were watching that in the replay. It was extremely close. You just had him cleared, and looked like the I think it was a 20 just came down and just got your back quarter panel and just spun you. Unfortunately, um, other than that, you were putting on a just spectacular show out there. Uh, battling the 40 forever, then get up there with the 28 battling him. So again, congrats on a. Even though you didn't get that win, you still had an amazing race. Um, like you said, you got anybody you need to thank for sponsors, anything like that?
Mainly just Tyler Hudson for running the league and sort of starting it up, getting it all organised, and really putting a lot of time and effort into it. And I think he ran a really great league, and maybe it'll be back for a second season. We'll see about that. But yeah, mainly just Tyler for putting on such a great league and really getting the momentum behind this and getting as big a fields as we've had every week. It's tough to do for a league, and I think he's done a really great job on running it. And of course, winning it as well.
Yeah, that is true. He did win it. Um, there you go, folks. That was Christian, your third place finisher. Led the most laps, just unfortunately got spun there at the end and just wasn't able to fully recover from it. Second place was Philip Diaz, who is, like I said, not here. He is probably packed up in his trailer, headed home by now. But we still have Adam Apple, our big winner. So congrats on the win. And how does it feel?
Oh, lucky. Christian had it won. First off, before I get started, just excuse me if my voice goes in and out. I've been under the weather the past couple of days, but Christian had that race won. By the time I got to second and figured out where to keep the momentum up and the speed up, he was just too far out front for me to catch him. And I hate to see that he got wrecked. I would like to seen a caution and race it out with him, but I didn't want it to happen the way it did. But that's the way it played out. I hate it for him, but win's a win. And we had a good car. We qualified bad and made our way up to the front. Felt like we had a good piece. I didn't really feel like we was gonna have any speed until the track completely sealed off, and when it sealed off, that's when the car really came to life. So it was a good night. It was fun. Glad I did this instead of NIS.
Yeah, that definitely paid off better for you. And we were actually watching you. I was talking to Bradley. Those last probably 15 laps or so when you were up there, you were reeling him in, but he was because he was getting caught up in traffic. And just about the time Bradley said you definitely were going to need a caution to catch Christian because he had that thing on rails there at the end of the race. It came out. Unfortunately, like you said, it was happened to involve him, so that's never how you want, especially when you have teammates. But that being said, again, congrats on getting the win, taking on that $100 tonight. Do you have any special sponsors? Anybody you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Tyler and Christian for working their tails off to do this little series deal. It's been a hell of a season. It's been fun. We got to come out and on Wednesday nights and race for cash, and all the sponsors that put up money. It was really cool. It's just crazy how this came about and how fast it came together and what it grew into. I mean, we one night 60 cars trying to make a 24 car field. I mean, you can't. You know, that's what you hope when you start getting ready to put a series together like this, and by God, we did it. And so hats off to them and for doing a hell of a job putting it together. And thank you for coming on board all season and sponsoring this, or broadcasting this, and the races you did sponsor. Appreciate that, and it's been fun. I'm glad that you came on board and done that. One Up Motorsports for putting together one hell of a hot rod tonight. Roll Speed Dynamics. You know, just my wife, and my two beautiful kids for letting me come in here and play on video games all night. So this was a big win for us. You asked me earlier today, I wouldn't have even thought about running this race. I was so sick I could barely hold my head up, and I mean, we got that caution and was in the lead. We wasn't gonna go down without a fight. So I appreciate everything that everybody's done.
Well, there you have it, folks, your winner. So, with that being said, we will wrap this up. Again, on behalf of No Excuses TV, I'm Charles. We have Bradley, and congrats to your top three and everyone else that was able to make the race and put on a great show for you tonight. So we will catch y'all hopefully next season.